So this one is just one sentence because the long post has been removed from Reddit. Dun dun dun.
I'm really curious what it really said, but I think the one-liner speaks for itself.
It does. So let's tell them what it says. It says, "Am I the asshole for telling my wife that if she attends her affair partner's funeral, I won't be here when she gets back?" Let me just read it one more again because this shit is crazy. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that if she attends her affair partner's funeral, I won't be here when she gets back? So that means at some point his wife had an affair.
Yep.
And that person passed away at another point in time. And the wife wants to attend. And he's saying, if you attend,
I'm out of here.
I'm not going to be here when you get back, bitch.
Because 2 + 2 does equal 4.
Yeah.
You
So.
know? And you got a lot of fucking nerve. If you think that you're going to go out and have an affair.
I wonder, can I find the full thing?
And then this motherfucker dies.
Right.
And you coming to me talking about you want to go to the funeral for the motherfucker that you tried to ruin our marriage with.
It's crazy.
No, he's right. You can't go. Sorry. Not that liberal over here. No, you can't go. No, I
Affair.
won't be here when you get back.
Right. Affair partner's funeral. Let me see.
Cause what you supposed to do? Go and like say hello to his wife? Why are you going to the funeral? People have no time or place.
Oh, I might have found it. Wait a minute. Oh, I see what happens. So when you Google it, a little bit comes up.
Oh, okay.
But when you click on Reddit, it goes away. It says, "We have been working hard at making our marriage work for 7 years now.
I assume that.
The guy died on Thursday. His funeral will be this coming Wednesday." But that's all I can see here.
It doesn't even matter. No. Why you've been working on your marriage? It wasn't a affair.
I got it. This shit is long.
They're usually long.
This is super long.
They're usually long, so I usually read them and then like give you guys an abridged version, or only read certain parts.
All right, you tell me when to stop reading. I found it.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, it's a little different, but I think it's the same one. It says, "Am I the asshole for forbidding my wife to go to her affair partner's funeral? Married 15 years ago and almost didn't make it this far. In our second year of marriage, my wife went home when I was deployed and slept with some dickhead who I'll refer to as SD from here out, who she was loose acquaintances with growing up. She hadn't seen him in years, but he just happened to show up during my daughter's birthday party because he was the son of one of my mother-in-law's old friends.
Oh.
D and my wife hooked up later that week after reconnecting. The reason I didn't kick my wife's ass to the curb and eventually forgave her is because she told me herself soon after I got home. And she didn't try to justify it with the, "Oh, well, you were gone. I felt lonely, blah, blah, blah." No, she actually said straight up that she was fucking a dumbass. Her words, not mine, though I agree. And she felt so sick and disgusting for doing it. She immediately cut off all contact with SD, and it took a lot of counseling and healing, but we are here today. Feels like nonstop since that time that my wife has gone above and beyond proving that I was right to keep her. Well, my mother-in-law called yesterday and she heard from SD's mother that SD died in some workplace accident and they're having his funeral this weekend. Oh, this is not the same one. Because the other one said, all right, at this point, what I do, keep reading?
I mean, I guess so. I just feel like it. Okay, yes, the scenario just changed things. Yes, the time frame just does change things. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
This is not the same one.
Oh,
So we could just scrap me reading it if you want in editing.
okay.
It sounds like somebody got, there's a lot of these.
I would imagine so.
No, like the same scenario, because another one popped up here that says, am I the asshole for having my late husband's affair partner removed from his funeral?
Yeah, I would imagine this sort of thing happens often.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that we have internet now, so people can write about it. But I feel like we know that people's affair partners, as they're being called, are affair partner. I think is a very generous way of saying it. Um, but I feel like we know that people do this. I mean, especially when it comes to like men, powerful men, and whatever you see, the mistresses or whoever attend the funeral, and it's always like a it's always like a thing. I had a situation in my family where the
Where's my popcorn? Hold
where dude was on his deathbed. He has like this thing happen and is rushed off to the hospital, and now he's like probably not going to make it, and his wife and his mistress are both like trying to get information from the hospital, and the mistress has no way of like getting information unless she actually reaches out to the wife and the family. And let me tell you something. Bitches
Scandalous.
are that bold. Okay? Bitches are that fucking bold. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I know it's early. I don't usually curse this much on the pod, but
that's all right. All right, so let's go to
I
the original
mhm.
scenario. No, you're not an asshole for telling your wife she cannot attend the affair partner's funeral.
No.
Don't give a fuck
Screw
if they
them.
were best friends and that's who she cheated with. No, you can't go to the funeral anymore.
No. No. I
And oh, actually, I forgot the last part. I won't be here when you come back. Nobody should be there when you come back. If you are brazen enough to go to your affair partner's funeral, the moment you walk out the door in all black, niggas should start packing up the whole house.
right, because my thing is we're having a conversation and I'm telling you that I'm not okay with this.
Right.
So you deciding that you're going to go anyway is disrespectful
Yep.
and shows that you don't have regard for this marriage that we're working on. I do believe that the two scenarios are different because this person was saying that they've been working on their marriage or whatever. The I tried to consider. See, now I have the other one in my head. Um,
You could respond to either one. I mean, we
I tried.
found three of them, so
Yeah, I tried to consider the time frame and the relationship. So, um, I do understand that sometimes there are familial obligations that you might have. I think that if people are in a 15-year marriage and this happened in year two, and this was also a family friend, I could see how that becomes a complicated choice. Um,
But you can't go.
no, I'm not advocating for the person to go. I'm saying I could see how that becomes
Oh
um
no, no, I didn't think you were. I was saying, but you still can't go.
right. It's unless unless your husband says, I get it, you know, this was a family friend, it was a freak accident. It's been 13 years since this happened. You know, if you want to go, I'm not even putting up a thumbs up. I'm not even doing a thumbs up. Like if you want to go, go. I think you have to um I think you have to respect your partner's wishes. I think that's what's at the root of this is not
Yeah.
necessarily, I mean, I don't even think you should be bringing it up if you just had an affair and you are working on your marriage. Oh
But
well,
I
they
don't even think it
died.
matters.
Sorry.
Well, right. I don't think it matters when it happened. And when it happened, if you've been married for 15 years and this happened in year two,
Hmm.
yeah, it's 13 years later. That's cool. But what do you think happens when you walk in and say, "Oh, babe, I just found out that so and so died. This is crazy. I'm so sad." Bitch, what you sad for?
Right, but that's the thing. I'm not the only reason why I took that into consideration is because for that one it said that there was like some sort of familial connection to this person. So like it's
Said it was a loose acquaintance
oh well then maybe
growing up.
oh a loose acquaintance is different. Like growing up, yeah, it's not someone who you're seeing all the time. It's not someone who's like
It's not your
around
people's.
around all the time. So I just feel like why are you opening that can of worms? At the end of the day, what's important is your marriage. That person is dead and gone, and you don't have them when you come back home. Like they're gone. But you could have your marriage if that's what you want.
Yeah,
Um,
and like, why would you even ask that? Like, how bold you gotta be to come home and be like, babe, do you think it's okay if I go to so and so's funeral?
right.
What?
But that's
I
also
might
why.
start packing bags as you're telling me the story. Like, real talk. Like,
Right.
oh, babe, you remember so and so? First of all, nigga, how could I forget so and so?
Exactly. You remember how
You
long it
mean
took me to
you mean the
trust you
motherfucker that
again?
you almost let tear up this marriage? You mean the
Right.
motherfucker that was tearing up them walls? No. No, I don't no, I did not forget that motherfucker. No.
Yeah, I just feel like it's in poor taste to bring it up and ask, and it's also in poor taste to assume that your partner would be comfortable with it. Like
But
I
what
just
partner
don't.
would? Like,
I feel like there are people who would just be like, "Oh, what? Like whatever, the person's dead." Um, I wouldn't feel that way. I would feel some type of way. I also would feel like how stupid you look going to this person's funeral when you're like they're a fair partner. Don't make us look stupid.
even if the person was single and you're the only person having an affair, it still looks bad.
But I just feel like even if I didn't care, like let's say there's a world where my man comes to me and he's like, and maybe it is a scenario where it was years ago and like we dealt with it and we're living a happy life now, and and he finds out that this person died. How are we supposed to look when you go out there and you take your ass to that funeral? What is
Yeah.
that supposed to like? And what feeling inside or what is it that you're feeding by doing this? I don't understand
I
that.
think I think the risk of ripping open all these old traumatic wounds
Yeah.
is too high whether you want
Yeah.
to go or not. Sometimes you got to not do what you want to do for the sake of
Exactly.
the bigger picture.
Right. Like just also like fuck them.
Yes.
Sorry. Like I'm not I don't. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
That would piss me
That's why I
off.
said, as my wife is telling me the story, I probably already started packing at that moment.
That would piss me off. I would
Because
start.
how
You
does that
right?
even go?
You
Like
right.
what
I
you
would
say?
start
What you say,
stupid.
babe? I heard, babe, today I heard so and so passed away. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
that's a
so
shame.
what? So what happened? Right. So what you gonna say next? Well, I was wondering if maybe because I found out that the services are next Wednesday. So
Right.
what? Okay. So what you think you going? You think you going? That's what you about to ask me. Can you go?
I just
Matter
feel
of
like
fact, let me pick you two black dresses. One for his funeral and one for yours, bitch.
I just feel like it's too. I feel like
Well, like, what type of disrespectful shit is that?
but that's what I
Like,
was about to say. I feel like it comes down to respect on a lot of
yeah,
different fronts.
yeah.
Because you know, it's just like it's not to me in the grand scheme of things. It's not that big of a deal. In
And
fact,
then
this
like
is probably
you
better for
pull
our
that
marriage if
string.
this person is now gone and will never come back. I
Exactly.
just I'm not. I don't know. I first of all like
You ever seen the
the fact that I
cartoon?
forgave you.
Go ahead.
The fact that I forgave you.
Right.
The fact that I allowed you to stay here and continue to work on a relationship with me when you already betrayed me is the reason why this can't happen, why this doesn't make sense, why you shouldn't even be bringing this to me or to our marriage in whatever way. Don't lie about it. Don't hide it and go to it and let me find out. Don't come to me and ask me if you could go. Don't come to me and say you are going. This you broke trust over this person,
Right.
and we are still in a relationship and we were able to work past the broken trust. What do you think is going to happen to that trust when you try to go pay your respects? They dead. They gone. It's over. It's been over.
I got this feeling, and I just can't turn it loose.
I got this feeling. Remember when Cisco used to kick up his foot? And I just can't turn it loose. Now I'm up. That somebody's been getting next to you.
Alexa,
Don't wanna walk around knowing I was your fool. 'Cause being the man that I am, I just can't lose my cool.
cool.
My friends keep telling me about the things that's going on.
Sing it.
But deep in my heart, I hope they're wrong. Yes, I hope they're wrong. But I know it, babe. Somebody's sleeping in
Ah,
my bed tonight, baby. That's later in the song. But whatever. Um,
Alexa, play My Bed by Drew Hill.
remember when they remixed it? Oh my.
So deaf.
Yo, Jermaine Dupri loved a remix. Okay. Yep, there it is. The So Def mix. Yeah.
Come on.
If you wanna dance, I'ma make you dance. Why was he saying that about somebody sleeping in my bed? If you wanna move, if you wanna move, I'ma make you move. Drew Hill. What were we doing? What
Jermaine
was
Dupri don't.
he was
Jermaine
so sad on the
Dupri.
first record.
Not no more. We dancing now. Yeah, I mean,
What? Dancing on her cheating ass?
that's it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question for everybody who has Alexa. Haha.
I'm so glad you said her and not the other one because
That's right. I got your back. I wouldn't do that to you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it because sometimes people just be. I be having the phone on speaker and people. I'm like, shut up.
Right.
Don't say that. It's not funny when you make a joke about it.